Good morning, my dears. We're here in a first thunderstorm. Amazing. I love those lightning strikes over there. Flying into a thunderstorm will be quite dangerous, but we'll probably run into one later on as well. Well, welcome back everyone. This is now ALOFT Season 2, Episode 10, where we are just going to go and have a little look at the different building mechanics, or how to build in this episode. So I'm gonna try to show you everything, how I made it when I built it. And this took me quite a long time. I think it took me about 2 hours or so just to finish all of this, because there's a lot of details in here. Let's go into first person. It's a lot more easier. As you can see, this is what it looks like on the inside now. Amazing, isn't it? The workbench has gotten itself a little upgrade with a little botanical shelf, a little light, so that we can see what we're doing. And this is these beams together with the trellis. And how to add these beams is you go into B and then you choose these triangle shapes, and then of course place the triangle shape on the wall like that, and then you can make the beam from the wall and out there, and make a nice line of it, and then you can remove it when you're done, or you can keep it if you like the aesthetic of it. Right, and well, might as well address this little thing over here. I thought that it was kind of boring with this face here, nothing on it. So what I've done is I've taken the triangle stone pieces, 2 of them, added them up like that. You can see there is much more easier. And then I've taken the smallest triangles of wood. Then also I've added these stools that you can sit on, or the little stumps. And I added 3 of those, but before I added all of them, I put down one of these lights inside there so that I can get a little glow. And what I did after that, this was a little bit difficult, but what you can do, of course, is that you add a little floor for you to stand on while you're working. This can be removed later. This is usually how I do when I get up. So go into B again, and we have this custom long leaf cloth. So what I did was I placed the leaf like so, went over there, but on the back side. I just tried to go in as much as possible, and of course. And then just did this, and before adding the last part, if you scroll your mouse wheel, you can either make it go out or go inside. So I just made it pout out a little bit, and then of course you add it to your wall, which I'm not gonna do now, of course. I cannot because we have too few of it as well. So that is what I did, and I added those the green sail there, kind of just to get some movement, so that it's not just still. And it kind of feels like it's, yeah. I was trying to opt for some kind of a wing type. And yes, it is by design that this one is a little bit lower than that one. I wanted them to be even more uneven, but I settled for this. That would look good, I think. Right, as you can see also, we do have these beams. If you go outside, it's those extra beams that I added for some decorations. We're addressing that in a second. And of course, when you add these, they will poke through. So what I've done is that you can see that they are poking in there. What I did is I add an extra. So I have 2 walls. It's only 1 wall there and then 2 walls. You could probably put 2 windows as well. I'm just going to keep it like this. It's fine. It kind of looks a little bit like character, so I enjoy it. But I did this on all sides here and also on the sides here. I haven't done it here yet though. So what you need to do is go into either disable or automatic. I think we need disable now and try to kind of add in as close as you can. If you cannot get it to work properly, what you need is you might need some height to just get up. So use this. Whoop. Come on now. Whee. It is difficult. It is sometimes difficult. We do this then, and then I can walk instead. Yep. There we go. Right, and of course scroll to change the corner of the disabled where. So now I can more easily line it up like that. And when I press R to automatic, it will automatically snap into the other one, and I can do this. And now we have it. So off with you. And that gives a little extra lip, kind of. Nice. I also added a beam here and a beam here to make a nice finish of the floor. Otherwise it will look, if you do this, it will look like this. So it will look one and then an opening, one, an opening. So I just added like so, and then over to this, and then of course it can snap as well. Trying to get it as lined up as I can, and I feel the snap, and it goes in and out there. Yep, good enough. So now we have a little lip edge over there as well. And this is, I've also added a wall here because the thing the sign over there was poking through the wall, so these walls are hiding those white stones. And also, as you can see here, I have a white stone here. I did remove this one because it felt very lonely to have only one. We can look from the outside here that the bottom one has it. But then I kind of thinking that these darker beams kind of helps giving stability, so then I am not adding it up there, but I am keeping it on this side just to get the complete vision for the rest of the build. So yeah, it is a little bit weird maybe, but I don't want it here either. It would look weird. So I just kept it like so. Oh, one more thing. Where am I? Sorry. I also, as you can see there, added a little beam, like a little windowsill. I've seen that I've been a little bit sloppy there, as you can see. There. So I'll have to fix that later. I'll do it. All right. So what I've been doing here then, I have built is just regular wall pieces. You can take the long one also as well. And then I have taken the smaller triangle ones. Oh, I love this, by the way. When you're standing in the doorway sometimes, you can get a really interesting sound. Oh, whatever. And then the smaller ones here, the floor pieces that I use for shelves. I want to show you, because the shelf, if we compare it and we place you there, what you can see is that this one is a lot thinner than that one. So this one goes down quite a lot, and if we fill them in, I have to be very careful now because I don't want to fill in something on the other side there. So if I only hit once, I only hit this part. So this goes quite much longer down, further down than this one. And this you can as you could see here, you can get these shelves very easily by using these instead of the larger ones. Takes more pieces, but it's worth it. I have also, by the way, also added a little X here. It's not really, it doesn't do anything, but it kind of feels like you need that in a shelf, you know, like they used to have it in the old times. Maybe even do it still. Right, so I have to be very careful now while filling these in. Because I do not want to fill in the pattern on that side over there. I've done it and it looks terrible. There we have it. You too. There we go. So now I have a little extra, well, not a bench, but like a table area where I can do something. And this is, of course, this is going to be some kind of a future workstation-ish when we get more blueprints. Right. And I also added some extra beams up there. And I decided to save some part of the roof. And then I added the a little ceiling here with these stone pieces. And also, that is, I pressed R, disabled. I found where I could place the first one, then I took automatic or manual, doesn't matter which one, then they snap all of them into place. Although here, you see that they are kind of overlapping each other. That is because these started to go out into the wall. So I made one special line here, just for those. So that is up to you, of course, when you want to build how you want it, if you want things to show through the walls or not. And here I've also put some window sills on these windows. Right. I'm going to show you now a little bit how to make these flower pots. And I used, of course, the stool here, the stump stool, but I've also done these. So what you can do is start with these and go into disable to place it in whatever angle that you want. After that, take automatic or the manual, and then you can simply move them about and make the pot like this. I found it easier to do this pattern like so instead of just instead of this together. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to find that spot when they are in the ground. So now it will be a lot easier because every piece is up here now, so that you can easily do it. Whoop, wrong way, wrong way. And there we go. So that's a piece. I didn't do it on this one. It's hard to see. And I think you can kind of see it in here. I've added kind of like a ground piece. They're all brown, so it kind of matches up anyway. It's kind of nice. But it's easier to plant the flowers on top of it. I did it also in here. Now to get that to work, you need to remove one piece, one side. Well, maybe not both of them there. And then, of course, go into disable again and try to line up where you want it. And then you have, well, it kind of looks like a very small stool, by the way. Let's have a look. Nah, it doesn't. It could have looked like a child's. Yeah, kind of. Well, if you want that, of course. And then just fill in the pieces there. But I'm not going to keep this. I don't want another one up here right now. As you can see, I've added up the beams. That one came a little bit crooked. I have to fix that later. This one also, maybe I don't fix it then if they're both crooked. Interesting. Right. So I wanted a little place here, and I also added this trellis. I have the trellis over here. I did not add any pieces of... I'm not quite sure if we can do it though. The seeds I'm thinking about. If we just go and it's the last one. Could probably, possibly... Yeah, well, yeah. Look at that, look at that. Looks nice now. Add some over maybe like so. Look at me. Getting things done. That. Alright. I think that will be enough. It doesn't have to be too much. I also added a little butterfly in here that can flutter in and out of the bush and make a little sound. Kind of nice little movement there. Right. So, bedroom. I haven't done much in here, but I did want to show you. Well, you can't sit, of course, but you can turn off the light there. And I just added these pieces just to hide the stool stumps. Might as well maybe do that here too. That's going to be a bit difficult, I think, or maybe not. This one is better. There. Well, that worked. Look at that. Now it looks really clean in here. Very, very nice. And then you can kind of put something up there. You don't have too many small things though. I'm not going to do it over here though. That's going to be just as it is. I was a little bit annoyed by the little openings in between. Right, and I have kept the roof high in here. I kind of like a high ceiling where I have my bedroom. But in here it kind of looks nice. It gives another tone to it, so it's not just all brown. And of course I don't have to watch the grass through the block. Right, so now we do have this one. I can show you how to do this. And you can just take a little, it's easy just to copy with the middle mouse button, the scroll wheel. I've done something here for you already so that we can try it on together. And let's see now. Oof, this one is a little bit finicky. So what you do is you just find where you want it to be. So, and then just make the shape that you want. Maybe this. This is going to look different than what it is up there. Doesn't matter, we can do another one. And, oh, I don't need to, I can just do that. And then, of course, if you can't find the right angle, just change the anchor point. How did I do this now? Ooh, another storm is coming in. Awesome sauce. This is really cool. And there, got one piece there, 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 and there. All right. We do have one kind of like this. Ah, of course. I see what I did wrong here now, I think. That one is not right. A little bit more to the side like this maybe. Well, it took me quite a long time to get it perfectly as in the way I wanted it. As you can see, it can also take some time for you, but maybe you're better than me at it. I don't know. Probably. Yes! The tree has grown! Oh! Ow! Oh. Will we take this later? Wow, look at this. This is so cool. Just look at that. And we are now having a debuff. Rain protection we have. Temporary protect against the rain. I think if I try to fly... Yes, you see that around the... that little bar there, the blue bar, it will fill up and then you will fall to your doom if you try to fly around. You can see there. It's also very hard to fly. Oh, I have to be on the come on, let's go up. Oh, this is what I mean, by the way. If you're in the door, just look at that, listen to the sound. Oh, this is so awesome. I hope you're not afraid of thunder. And we're kind of protected against the rain here. Woohoo! It's so cool. I love it. I really think that they've done a perfect job with the storms in ALOFT. Just feels so cool. Oh, cool. It's so awesome. Nice. I'm like a child being so extremely happy about this. Well, let's go down. I think the storm has passed. It's starting to pass anyway. It's still raining quite a lot. That is for sure. Wow. Oh, it's so cool. I wonder... You can also get some nice pictures from this as well, of course, if you go into photo mode. So if you manage to time just right, you can get a really nice look here. Just, oh man, that rain. Oof, that is not something you want to fly about in. For sure. Oh, so cool. So cool. Woohoo! Let's see if we can catch a... I think we can catch one. It's hard to catch them. Test now. Did we catch any? No. Well, you'll have to play around with it, I think. It will take some time. Oof, okay, go back to this then. And maybe so. Not as good as the other one. It actually is not at all looking great. Let's see if I can get the right one. There we go. And I did something wrong. I think I measured wrong. Well, it's kind of looked like an adult who made this one, and then it's like this child in first grade made that one. Anyway, what I've done then, of course, is that I've added these pieces on top. I hope you can hear me over the thunder. I just added that first. It's automatic. Added it in later. It got too far in now. Yeah. This is a long-ass thunderstorm. Wow. What I've also done is I have added that fabric behind it, and I've taken it from the top to the all the way around, and then I think I've pushed it back a little bit so it's not into the into the figure here. Oh, the storm is over. It's just passed now. Everyone who was afraid of the storm can come out now. I think I'm gonna leave that part for later. Yes, and now when the storm has passed, you can still see it. So cool. The cool thing about the storm also is that it just doesn't stop right away. It continues to move away. You could technically, I guess, ride with the storm. And yes, up here then, of course, I have all these pieces, and I had to do quite a lot of different pieces just to get it all together. You can also see that these white pillars are much lower, and that is I removed them, and then I took the disabled version. Oops. And I pushed them down a little bit. That is why they are kind of If you can see them, they're very close together like that. So I kind of pushed it down a little bit so it doesn't poke up. And that was quite difficult to do. I can tell you that. Whew, what an episode. Wow, that was awesome sauce. I love those thunderstorms. Amazing. We are now in the new biome, by the way. And next episode we are going to go out and have a great exploration day. There's a lot of islands around here to explore, and I really hope that we are going to find more knowledge, because I think that it's time for us to learn more. The storage house is done. It needs some more workstations, but we need to start thinking about a new building. Something maybe that goes out here after I removed my monstrosity. Yeah, sorry about that. I can tell you that it took quite a long time to do. There we have it all done. And also I should probably start removing the cookery house here and do something else. What I don't quite know yet. But yes, that's the... oh, hello. That's the episode of today. It was just a little walkthrough and how I've done all these details on the storage house. And I probably will be as thorough with all the other builds. I'll start building something and then I'll go over the details later when we've kind of done all the when I've built it all up. It is easier that way because there's a lot of placing, removing, placing, removing. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Amazing. I love it so much. And I added this darker beam here because the white stone floor was shining through, and it kind of looks, when it's brown, white, brown, it kind of looks like some kind of a cookie or something. And I kind of wanted the brown one because I've used the brown, the darker brown on the other things. But yeah, that's the island and the storage room completed with a little bedroom on top. Thank you all for watching. Next time it is exploration time. I do wish that you have a lovely day or evening wherever you are in the world. Take care everyone. Cheerio. Oh, cool.